I'm going to do the Greek version.
Act natural. How's the audio going this time, mate?
Not too bad considering I just clicked it all over then. Welcome everybody to 20s for Days, Braindances in Nightcity. Round 2. Completely lost my rhythm, but that's alright.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, like and subscribe, hit those buttons. Let's
Do the
not
things.
mince about and mince words. But yes, stop what you're doing right now. Hit double check, log in, like, and subscribe, and all of that jazz.
Legions of fans.
Big ups to Byron D. Who
BD.
apparently has watched
BD.
47 episodes, this being 48. Well, if he's watched the extra combed up, makes 49. And I'm sure he's looked at some other things. So well done on becoming fan number 1, bumping Rob to second. He's not upset or bitter. Oh, I found a sticker.
He grew a mad depression mustache.
Oh, nice sticker.
Don't know where that came from.
Okay, that improved my mood.
So yeah, welcome back. Apologies for the hiatus that was largely impromptu. I'm Adam, Addy the GM, and with us tonight is Rob. Gonna go the other way now.
Hey, Rob. Apparently number 2 fan. I will be playing Dante, the mechanic.
Rana.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Rana, playing Relay. Paranoia, conspiracy theorist. Oh fuck, we're all gonna die.
Maybe.
We're not doing the thing where we need to not swear for 3 minutes, right?
Yeah, well,
Not anymore.
Okie dokie.
Jay. Oh, look, it's already
Not
flagged
anymore.
being not for kids. She'll be right.
Okay, cool. I'm good.
Hi, I am Jay, and I'll be playing Version, the group's solo / sausage roll aficionado.
Very much so. And Nathan.
I'm Nathan, and I'm playing Jinrai, the crew's nomad now, I suppose.
Oh, fuck, that's right. He's
Anti-sausage roll enthusiast, I guess.
The vegan.
been long.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm going full vegan now, and I'm gonna go hang out with my family.
Way too
I guess.
long.
Stop that.
See if I get a helicopter up in this. I'll get the fuck out of here.
So everybody,
that's good.
and apologies to I wish I could remember the 12th Man Wide World of Sports thing at the moment. Apologies to Jake.
Apologies to Jake.
Mm.
We're sorry, Jake.
Yeah, we're sorry you couldn't make it, but
You bastard.
There's a
I'm
joke
not.
in there somewhere, but I just can't remember what it is. So where we last left off. So the group had decided to support Dr. Angus in in checking the compound of his original home where he was born and raised. That surely surely there was some sort of evidence there that could point Angus in the right direction of what happened with his father's health decline, what happened with how Hamilton Bordeaux was able to take over his father's company. There was something missing that Dr. Angus just couldn't seem to put his finger on the hows and whys of his father losing the house, the company, and more importantly caused any sort of slight towards Dr. Angus's public persona. So
And his life.
where the group currently is Dr. Angus has just swiped the fob on his dad's keychain, which granted him access into the garage, the off-site garage to the mansion. Currently is boarded up or sealed up. Everybody else is sort of hustled around Dr. Angus by the garage door, with the exception of Jinrai, who is sitting, I forget, some 500 metres, 800 metres down the road.
Up a tree.
Up a tree, keeping a spotter's eye on anything that is going on.
With a sniper rifle.
I believe that one of the last things he saw was the gate opening and one of the little
Security guards leaving.
coming out on a little like buggy and sort of doing
Nope.
off to do a lap. We know that the lock hasn't been tampered with on the side gate, as they had tried to, failed to open it, and Version was the first to do a backflip up and over it. And everybody else followed in suit, scoring crits aplenty, I believe. So we zoom in on Dr. Angus looking inside this garage now that it's just lit up, like all these lights sort of light up this big space. You see inside a garage large enough to hold probably 4 vehicles that can be in various stages of repairs. There's hoist stations, there's car pits, there's racks of very dust-covered tools. There's boxes all over the place with tarpaulins on it. There's, I believe, 2 cars, or 2 big large things that have big tarps over them. But to the left you see a row of benches, then what looks like a small room, but also a set of stairs that seem to go up to a damn it, I forget the word of it, a mezzanine level. So another level that sort of like looks over the garage proper.
How many cars inside at present?
Say that again.
How many cars are actually in there?
Without looking back at the other video, but I'm just going to retcon it and say it appears there are 2 vehicles here. Or two things under these tarpaulins. One kind of biggish, one kind of normal.
Oh, a lot of
Oh, I'm looking in the.
Does Angus want to step in first, or does he just
He
sort of,
does.
like,
He sort of
open the door and...
he sort of steps in and starts looking around.
Alright, cool. Follow in.
Yep.
And I'll definitely be looking under the tarp to see what kind of rides are there.
So like you sort of, you know, semi-stealth in and then just spot them and you just like start hovering a beeline straight towards them. Version relay?
Yeah.
I'll creep in too and look for, power box, whatever. Got to be cameras in a fancy garage like this, so I'd like to remove that tape.
You mean find a node? Is that
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
Make a good old interface checky.
It's
First roll?
a D10 plus
Interface skill.
interface skill.
Should be massive. I bet.
My interface is
16
5, so 14.
14.
So you look around, and as you're looking, you sort of like look up, and up on the mezzanine level, you can sort of see like all these cables coming into what looks like a big junction box. So you sort of head up there to have a look. And yeah, sure enough, there's a data port where you can jack into.
While everyone's doing that, I'll have a look.
Make a interface check for me to log in to do your thing. And while you're doing that, version, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm looking at the suspect cars.
So you head over with Dante. So you both walk over, and Dante sort of like whips up the first one, and it looks like the chassis of it's sort of an older style sedan frame. It's a bit hard to tell exactly what it is. It doesn't have doors on it. It's got a couple of fairings that are a bit dented, and it looks like it was in the very early stages of being done up. There's an engine that's sitting in it. It's still got all the internal parts in the main cabin. One of the chairs have been the back chairs have been pulled out. So yeah, very early stages of being worked on. And you
Get so much for this at Marlboro's.
You look under the other one, and it looks like a 4-wheel drive, more like a bit of a 2-seater work ute sort of thing, but quite large.
Dips.
It's old. Looks like it's been well maintained. Got a few bumps and scratches and dents, but other than that, looks alright.
I immediately start looking for keys.
Put down the chicken and pull the whole tarp off.
Yep, yeah. As versions, just like trying to like look over. Make a investigation search skills. What are they?
Like a conceal reveal or
No.
just perception.
Come on.
Otherwise, in the tech, there is
Yeah, just a perception.
perception.
Hello. Unless you got something else you can find.
15, 15.
Yep, you both find you're holding each other's hands because you match scores. You're like, oh, no.
Like grab the keys at the same time.
Yeah. Oh, must be lovely.
Both, you
nobody-
both like reach for the keys.
There's a weird moment where Relay glances over and they're both like looking into each other's eyes. No, you don't find a set of keys, and you both sort of, you go with the usual things. You're like, in the glove box, under the visor, in the door. Bloody, is it in the ignition?
Is it a push button? Because like, who has keys anymore?
Yeah, right. So you go through
Yeah. Version's looking for keys, no one else is.
Fingerprint. That's it.
but you can't find any.
Amazing.
Damn. I suppose I could hold.
Is the vehicle like
Wire.
wired for connections?
As in,
I mean, like your plugins.
oh, is it a smart vehicle?
Smart vehicle, yeah.
Yes, it would be.
Damn.
Awesome.
So yeah, you're like sort of just quickly glancing over the dashboard, and you find what you presume are smart plug interfaces or other, various other connection elements.
No, I don't want it anymore.
Would a smart plug mean that you don't necessarily need a key? You can just and it works. Like if you've got the right, say, access. Like it's hackable?
Possibly. You have heard of like very high end machines, which have like sort of. It's almost like you connect with a mini computer in the car that you mentally have an ignition sequence in your head.
Mm.
So it could be like, you
Connect with a profile,
recite
and
the
the profile
first
has.
line of your favorite song, think of a picture of your favorite, your best dog and your favorite food, and then the car starts. Or you think of your
Cool.
birthday, the way you go to work, and what's your favorite color. So you
That's
have heard of stuff like that.
so shit. Like, what is wrong with keys?
I mean, most rings are on fingerprints now, but yeah.
And there's opticals as well.
We're like, yeah, lean in and get your eye scanned. Blink.
But yeah, you know that you've heard of all sorts of different crazy things. But yeah,
Cool.
none of this looks like that. Well, it's hard to tell from just surface level, but I mean they're pretty generic. Plugs. You've seen those plugs before. They're just like, yep, that's a neural plug, and that's bloody cabling. It'll be fine.
There's a keyhole.
You do find a keyhole, yes.
There you go, version. It's probably got a key.
But again, you've seen all sorts of different security systems, so you know that it could really be anything. Relay.
Yes,
You
it's
quickly
me.
hop into the system and whack your goggles on. As always, the sort of imagery of this pod system sort of starts to fall like rain around you, and there's an overlay of this digital system on the world around you. You see, much like the garage you're standing in, a sort of a pseudo garage where you can see all these lights of what you know to be cables sort of stemming out throughout the garage, and it sort of gets lost in this cascade of light. But you're sitting in this main junction box. What would you like to do?
Let me see. First of all, I would like to use Pathfinder to try and find some of the map.
Yep, go for it.
I did well.
You
Minus
failed.
D10.
You
No idea. No idea where I'm going.
seem to have trouble, as the first thing that you come up against is a sense of pressure in the back of your neck, where you mentally try to turn to move and navigate your way through the system. All of a sudden, you find it impossible to move. It's like your feet are really, really heavy, and your arms are sluggish and slow.
That is not good.
Man, this sucks. Is there anything in the current room I'm in? I mean, it's a garage, so I would really hope that it doesn't have too many layers of security to it. If so, props to Angus and his fam.
Making that garage savage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You just hear like the howl of 20 bloody ice wolves. No, it's all of a sudden like, as you sort of like kind of shake your wits out and you kind of glance around, all these other lights just sort of like pull back in, and the garage just seems darker around you. And it's not that you're blind; it's just you can't really see anything other than the garage.
You're right.
What else do you do?
I'd like to try and find a control node.
You're
See, at least.
you are plugged into a control node.
I mean, like, sorry, I mean control, like,
Oh, sorry.
dim the lights. Sorry, I read using a control
Yeah,
node,
no,
and I
you're
went,
right.
oh yes, it's called control node. No,
Yeah.
I'm having a brain fart.
Well, what you do see as you turn and look back to the node is you see a picture of what looks like an old house. Sorry. No. A picture of a house, but taken a long time ago. So you're used to seeing these bright, crisp photos and images on screen sheets and data boards and
Yeah.
TV.
15K.
But this
Ugh,
is
dated.
yeah, 15. Turn it up, 36. This is sort of like a semi-blurry, like the details aren't perfect, and there's this line coming through it that looks like it's from a crease, like paper.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh god.
what's up with that?
The hell? This is only HD.
And there's a picture of what looks like a family. You can see 2 adults and 2 kids. But again, it's quite hard to see, and you're like kind of smushing your face as close as you can to this image. And yeah, you just sort of see this image sort of sitting in this frame in space. Woo.
It's very nice. I'll screenshot it for Angus
Yep. So you
when
sort
he
of
can
like,
be bothered to answer me.
right, even though you're shouting out, you just periodically hear back, "Oh."
And I'll cloak and jack out.
Yep.
I do have a +2 to that as well.
Yep. So you and pull out.
Okay. Flash everyone the photo because Angus isn't paying attention.
Classic Angus.
Yep.
Does it look like baby Angus? Or...
No, it looks. Well, it's a bit hard to tell. Like you're zooming in on your agents and like really trying to see in. No, it doesn't look like anybody. It doesn't look like Angus or his dad, or his mum. Like you're looking and you know what they all look like, but it doesn't look like any of them.
That's the mechanics family. Then.
Reverse Google image search.
Google isn't here, mate.
Spoogle, sorry. That's Gandalf cloak.
Anyway, so
Sorry about
that. Yeah, everybody's sort of like having a gander at these photos.
Is your effort?
Nothing pops to mind.
Okay.
Thanks for showing that, really.
Cheers.
I go and sit down.
What was that? Sorry.
Thanks for showing that. Thanks for showing us that, really.
All right. What's everybody else want to do?
I'm happy overwatching.
I'll pop the hood of the car.
Yep. Yep. So you sort of rummage around in the footwell of the 4-wheel drive, find the bonnet lever, and jump around the front. You pull up a little set of 3 stairs. Yeah, sort of hop up this little mini ladder and pop it. lift it up.
It's that big.
Yeah, it's pretty big. Engine inside, dusty somewhat, but it all looks there. Looks pretty good. Make a mechanics check.
Sure. I guess land vehicle.
Yep.
Oh,
Put in a no. Sorry, just making a note. Yeah, no, the engine looks good. It's like a big V10, V8.
it is a
It's been
Muscle engine?
maintained. Yeah, it's a big four-wheel drive. But yeah, it all looks like it's there. Yeah.
like a wood start, ready to roll. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Like on a quick glance, like you're sort of like looking. I don't see anything wrong. You know, it doesn't look like there are any drips coming out underneath. It's obviously been sitting here a while, but you know, it all looks there.
I guess obviously just check the fuel gauge.
How do you do that?
Oh, I'll go back. Oh, true. Yeah, it's not the type of car. Yeah. I guess I'll have to tap on the tank itself to
Yep.
hear the echo.
Yeah. Just sort of like duck under, or roll under, and you find the tank and you give it a dung 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 dung. It's a bit hard in that everything's quite sturdy and reinforced under here, but yeah, you're pretty sure it's got petrol in it.
Yeah, it's not empty. Yeah,
No.
it doesn't go like like a.
You're pretty sure there's like you can hear that.
Oh, all right. Well, it's nice to know there's a possibility of using this thing to get away if we need to, but I guess we might. We'll just talk to Version and be like, hey, you want to hotwire this thing, or you want to leave it intact? See if we can find the keys.
I mean, I don't know, man. It just now doesn't add it. Like it just, I thought it might be a classic, but just now it kind of looks, I don't know, a little too new. If you know what I mean. It's not really my bag, man. Like I don't.
It's really about the.
I don't dig
jacks.
smart cars, you know.
Is that because they're smarter than you, or?
Don't make me take my chicken back.
No. I mean, sure, it drives well. I mean, you don't have to keep it.
I don't want it. Upon closer inspection, I don't want it. I mean, who knows? He's probably got the seat in a really weird position. No.
You know they're adjustable, right?
What?
Seats, they're adjustable.
Oh. Okay.
Does a steering wheel, like column, yeah.
Fuck off. No.
Nope. Totally serious.
The Datsun, like the seat was like literally through the seat pad to the floor, like.
Yeah, it's because that one needs a new seat.
Served its purpose.
I think Marlboro hid something in the old one and cut it out when it was finished.
It's probably lace.
Well, I mean, I don't know what this is pretty decked out. Let's see if we can find some. See if we could probably take the seats out the other car, and that's pretty easy to rip out. You want a new seat?
I'll take it. We could take it just to sell the thing, get a bit of cash together, and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean it's a good ride. There's nothing wrong with it.
Before you guys go any further,
Mm-hmm.
What?
do you remember the fence?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, worst case scenario, just drive on through, right?
That's not, I don't know. Look around for like a
There's a button for that. You can find a button relay.
front gate fob or something like that. There was a clicker,
Yeah.
Didn't you know how many cameras are on the gate? More than I care to work with.
By the time we're leaving, I don't really care about the cameras on the gate.
I care!
We'll put a bag over your head. You'll be
Very
fine.
much.
You'll be fine. Just lay down on the back seat. You'll be fine.
Just hold my chicken over your face, and you'll be like,
Yeah, that'll throw them off. Facial recognition software, a chicken. Can't do it.
no, never.
Too much beak.
All chickens look alike.
All right, so what's the next plan? So you've sort of like you've had a quick look at this sort of node upstairs. You've found this 4-wheel drive.
Any tools out of the ordinary for a shed?
Make
unusual?
a just a basic tech. No, they all look like you just sort of start going through, almost like you would in your own, and you're like, yep, no, I recognise all them. And there are complete kits here. They're old, dusty. You sort of like quickly go through a couple of racks and drawers. You don't find anything that jumps out to you as different.
Didn't expect to see that.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's all
And when you
stuff
say-
you would expect. Yeah.
When you say kits, you mean toolkit or a car kit?
Oh, well, when I say kit, yeah, it's like, all right, there's a complete set of spanners and screwdrivers and your socket wrenches. So you're looking, when I say kits, you're looking on, oh, yep, that's one whole set, that's one whole set. All right, that in between, there are obviously some loose spanners and bits and bobs lying around, so that's probably belongs to something else. Like you're sort of just analysing it all quickly as you go. But it all looks fairly uniform to what you'd expect to see in a garage.
There's no random jet engine fucking tuner, and you're like,
No,
what the fuck
no,
is
no.
that doing here?
Well, admittedly, there's like like a little computer tablet, and you're like, it's flat as all fuck. That's a bit weird that it's sitting in the middle of this thing, but nothing out of the ordinary.
I would say would Angus be he wanted to find a clue in the garage specifically, so and we all should be and have a look around for like I guess personals, notes, journals, even that tablet is flat. We can just like lock it and see if we can fire it up later.
Yep. All right. Make a perception check if you want to look, because I can't think of anything else for investigation. Oh,
It's a good one.
son of a bitch. Fuck you all.
Everything.
Cool. Can't drag this out. Deduction? Deduction could have been a good skill to roll. Alright, but I'll give it with a perception. So, as you're looking around Dante, and a cheeky deduction, you sort of stop to you sort of like, yep, you grab tablet, and you think, there's a computer terminal over there, and you sort of just turn to relay and say, can you have a look at that terminal to see if there's anything on it? Like, you think, you would just plug a car into it and you'd be running diagnostics and stuff like that. And as you sort of like turn and glance back, you sort of swear you caught just a flash of light coming from the car pit underneath the big 4-wheel drive. Like you just caught a little green something, and you sort of like
LED or something. Yeah,
go
okay.
back to look, and you're like, what was that? And you kind of stop, and you can just see like this little glow coming from under the car that you didn't spot before.
I'll stick my head under there, I guess, and check it out.
Yep. So you sort of like crawl. Again, the 4-wheel drive's kind of jacked up, so it's not like you gotta get on your hands
It's
and
all
knees.
second nature.
Yeah, you kind of just like scoot under the car and drop into the car pit underneath. And it's a good 6-foot gap where you can sort of like, work on the car from underneath. And it's dark down here, but in the dark you notice this faint sort of glimmer of a green light coming from like this tiny little square. So it's like
Like
you
a
see
LCD panel.
this little this plate and this little faint glow coming from around the edge of it.
Get out of the way, Benny. And I just like, all right. And I call Angus, get down here. I'm like there's nothing around it at all, and it's tiny. So I'm like,
Yeah, and he sort of like hops down.
get him, and I'm like, okay, are we talking like literally like a 2-inch by 2-inch? Sort
Yeah,
of thing?
yeah,
Like,
just like a little tiny, like 2-inch by 2-inch, just a little bit of metal that
all right.
you
Screaming fingerprint scanner to me. So I'm like,
yeah,
Angus,
well you sort of
stick your
like
thumb on
look
this.
around and you unhook like a little light and you flick it on and this LED light flashes on it, and yeah, it's this little panel that you can now see. It's like you can see, like looking closely, you can see the seam of this sort of box edge, so to speak, but it's all flat.
All right, I'll just invite him to maybe use his fingerprint or something on it and see if that does anything. Or
Yep, he sort of like touches it and he's sort of like prodding at it, and it kind of sort of seems to move, and he just kind of like pushes it, slides it down, and underneath is this little green pad, and he sort of like leans forward and puts his thumb on it, and this little, you hear it, and this little sort of panel slides away from the side, and this almost like a fisheye sort of comes out, this lens, and it sort of like blinks and flickers into life, and it casts a hologram into the pit, and Angus sort of like jumps around,
It's boy.
and in this sort of real flickering image, you see a man that looks younger than what you saw on the picture frame, and sort of Angus sort of like stops and looks at it, and there's sort of this electronic voice sort of echoes in this little pit, and Version and Relay, you both hear this this voice say, I do hope this is you finding this, Angus. I should always say that I was proud that you made your mark and you chose to leave and stuck to it, but I knew that you were probably too dumb to probably read the journal that I left for you. So here we are. As backup, I left this recording to say, go read my goddamn journal. I mean, I spent all that time and money on that book. But so mote it be. Things have gone wrong, very wrong. And I don't know why nobody believes me. Money seemed to not be enough in the end to have people on my side. Your mama, she stood by me. Sebastian. But Hamilton, he's taken everything from me, from us. Everything your grandpappy ever worked on to bring this farm to fruition, to raise this company that we have. And I know Hamilton had something to do with this. I can't find the evidence, and I know I will. But it keeps escaping me.
I called it!
I know that and know that he's done something. He's bamboozled us. He's tricked everybody into believing that I ran a bad business, that I ran this company into the ground. But the produce just turned bad, and it can't have. There's no way. It can't have. He must have done something. He had to have done something. There's no way that all these acres could have gone bad. It's impossible. And then to lose the clients, to lose the buyers, it don't make no sense. And I wish I could find that one little bit that ties it all together, but it just seems to slip through my fingers every time I find a lead. It just ends up short, and it's frustrating what it is. I lose sleep over these. I'll get him one day. I'll get him one day. And then it sort of like cuts. And it jumps forward, and he's looking a bit more worse for wear. He's looking like he's lost a bit of weight. He's looking a bit gaunt and a tad bit dishevelled. He comes in saying, Hamilton's, he's mucking our name. He's put our name in the mud. There's nobody that'll listen to the Blackburn name. The money's gone. He's taken the property. There's nothing I can do about it. The sheriffs are gonna come, and we gotta leave. So, just in case, for some reason, I found that there was an employee of mine. Well, I'll say mine, but an employee of the corporation. His name is Stephen Fletcher. He went from ours to theirs. I'm gonna try and talk to him and find out how he got a job. It seems strange. As far as I know, Hamilton didn't take on any of mine. Everybody else is gone, but Stephen has a job with him. He was in a position here where he'd know things. Maybe he has something to do with this. I don't know. And with that, it sort of like cuts out again.
I didn't want to interrupt, but in all honesty, I thought Angus, as soon as he was called stupid, he would have just turned that off and punch the screen.
Everybody forget everything I just said. Retcon.
Rip it up.
No.
Rip up all those things, mate. No, forget about
He
it.
would have reacted. He would have reacted somehow. I'm not sure. But
He would have
it's pretty
probably.
funny.
You are correct, sir.
Oh, well, bad luck he's not here. You heard it all.
We did. I'm mean, I still think
Good
he
for
might have
us.
all lost it. Let's give the old man the benefit of the doubt.
I think
do you
this guy's
think?
dodgy.
Just pat Angus on the back. You're not that stupid. You're a doctor now.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's stupid.
I mean, you were going to read that journal eventually, right?
Yeah. But journal? Yeah.
I don't know, man. He does rely on Boy a lot.
I quietly start packing up my stuff.
Probably a job I
So
already
I
gave
can
to Boy, too.
leave.
Well, you're leaving. Can you,
Surprised
like,
he hasn't had Boy scan the letter already. Or the journal, sorry.
Say that again, sorry, Jay.
I'm surprised he hasn't had Boy scan the journal.
Yeah.
And then
turn the pages for the phone?
What would
so,
you like
like-
to do now?
Well, I'll get a relay before you're packing up already, are you? Well, you
Well,
know,
this
Steve
sounds
guy?
back home.
So you wanted Relay to check the computer, didn't you?
Yeah,
Oh,
see if you
yeah.
can find Steve on the computer there.
Do you want to just make a bit of a electronics check, computer check, interface check?
Let me see. Let's see.
Did
I'll go with my electronics.
Mr. Blackburn, is it Blackburn or Black? All right.
Blackburn. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep. Sorry. Did he work from home at all a lot, or is it likely to be office computer somewhere else?
I don't know.
Okay. We don't know that yet.
Well, I mean, it's not like Dante has a corporate business kind of mind. He likes his spanners and his bolts, and they work.
But what if he just asked Angus? Like, if he's like,
Angus didn't pay attention by the sound of it.
yeah,
Yeah,
fair enough.
Angus is lost in deep, deep thought.
Oh.
Relay, you just quickly like power on these computers. They take a little bit to boot up.
Ugh.
But once they do,
Oh, retro, right?
it's a bit lost on you exactly what this computer is for. Yeah, it seems to be some sort of diagnostic equipment, but you've not really had much to do with this kind before.
I step back and I slide Dante in front of the TV computer.
Oh.
Yeah, it's old, but you recognise it as diagnostic equipment.
Okay. Search function. Steve Fletcher.
That's incredible. Search function. Steve Fletcher.
Steve Relay, that's how I still.
I wait to see what he
Amazing.
pulls up in the computer for cards.
Sorry, bear with me. That's getting a hashtag note. Funny enough, nothing pops up at all.
I was waiting for, did you mean?
Yeah, no, it's like there's not even really oh no, there's a search engine, but it will comes up with like no matching parts.
Right. Okay, Relay. I think you've used the wrong computer.
Playing Relay.
This one's for diagnosing car parts.
I look around the garage and I give Dante a careful look. Remember that he's Dante. Take a deep breath. Can't yell at the idiot. And I fuck off.
I mean, she got a picture out of this thing, right? I don't know. search function. Sure, Steven.
Yep, and again it pops up. No matching parts.
Amazing.
Let me try this. Pulls out a wrench and hits.
A little bit of percussive maintenance.
It's all good. It's like
Ding.
I just hold down the power button until it goes dark. Oh, she's broken. It's gone flat. Anyway.
She's broken.
Where'd Relay go?
Yeah, Relay is sort of heading towards the door. And it's at this time we switch to Jinrai.
Ooh.
You're feeling
Okay.
uncomfortable. So you kind of like move a little bit.
Mhm.
You like get the blood going.
Yeah. Stretch the
Like going to
fingies.
sleep.
Quiet.
And then back to position. Overwatching.
Oops. And you know that that guy's gone and done a lap.
Mm-hmm.
Well, doing a lap. You haven't seen him come back yet. You've watched him go, and you watched him as far as you could. You also took that time to try and have a good look down the main driveway when they opened the gates.
Yeah.
And you got a good sort of sense, kind of a general sense of the layout of the land.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about 10 minutes after the buggy went out that you see the gate open and another security guard comes out.
Okay.
And you can see he's got his agent in his hand. Oh, well, something like walkie-talkie or his phone. And he's sort of like, you can see he's talking. And he's sort of like looking around. And he's sort of like, you can sort of see him shake his head. And he looks a bit again, and he sort of like goes back in and the gate shuts again.
Where was he looking?
He sort of like walked out and he was just like looking around. And then he sort of went back
like
in.
my way or around the side
just
where
like,
they all
yeah,
jumped?
well, no, he sort of like walked out the front gates and he's just like looking around. Just looking around.
Oh.
And then he's
It's
sort of
odd.
like, you sort of see him shake his head. And he's saying something. And then he sort of like goes back in and shuts the gate behind him.
Can I? Is there a? I'll try that. Lip reading.
Nope. So
Can I?
yeah, you totally can. So he
Can I-
walks out and you're
Sorry.
like,
Just because I'm not confident in a 9 that I rolled, can I burn my 3 luck to make it up to 12? Because I want to actually see what he. I
Sure.
really want to have a sense of.
Sure.
Never used lip reading ever in this game. 48 episodes in, first lip reading roll,
We did
guys.
do
Byron,
one.
you'll love it.
Oh, I challenge that. I reckon you did do one.
I don't think I've done. Well, you know what? I think did I?
I mean, if there's anybody that's going to know, it's probably Byron. We should email him.
Yeah,
and
Byron.
find out.
In the
Byron,
comments
we-
below,
we
let
get
mate.
us know. Yeah.
What time was it where you are, Byron? Let's get you
Maybe
on
I did it
live
at a
stream.
club. I can't
I
remember.
do have a feeling now that Faux Byron
I did.
mentioned it. That,
Let's see what real Byron's.
So yeah, he walks out. Yeah, like somehow magically rewind time. He walks out, and you're pretty confident. You know, it's been a while. You're a bit dusty.
I expect myself to be
But
dusty.
you catch him going, no. You're pretty sure. You got that one.
No.
And you can't quite catch all of it because he's moving around, and sometimes you just can't see the angle.
Yep.
But pretty confident in that he's saying, wait, what have you found? A car?
Shit.
I don't see anything. There's nobody here. Looks quiet. Okay. No. No. Okay. And then he goes back in, and that's all you can kind of catch.
All right, Jimmy.
Yeah,
Yo,
fucking
Jimmy.
grab the burrito.
Communication channels. Open.
Open a line to to relay Dante, Version, and Angus.
Everybody's agents all ping at the same time.
Hey guys, just letting you know, another security guard came out the front.
Signal.
Yeah.
Hey, you list off mine here on speaker.
Yeah, cheers.
Another security guard came out the front, and he must have been on the blower to another security. I'm just gonna. I don't know if I should go check, but I think the car has been found, or
Where would be
sighted.
the car? No, right near you.
Not near me. You guys went around the side, remember?
Oh, okay.
You
can't see the car from where you are?
Near me.
Can you
I'd
climb
be
up
outta
an
here.
extra branch?
Hmm?
Can you go any higher and see if you can see the car?
Nah, it's a bit wobbly up there. I'll just foot slug it around the corner and have a look. Yeah.
Oh, is there a gate where we came in? Like, can we
Yes,
see the
you
car?
came in a gate, in a
Oh, you-
side gate.
You guys bounded over a wall next to a side gate.
Yeah.
All right. I'll go suss it out and I'll get back to you. Just thought I'd touch base.
Oh,
I'm gonna find
Out.
a new exit.
oh, he's gone. I hope he doesn't. Hope there's no cameras.
I will.
I threw a brick
tactically-
at the camera.
Oh,
The eagle has left the nest.
I will hop out
I
of
think
the
he
tree
said that earlier.
once
That's
the other guard
Oh,
disappears.
Yeah, the front gate, that one.
Yeah. And then I'll maybe take the long way back and around to get eyes on down the side of the
Yep.
The
So
side road.
you think, like, with your eye and your rifle,
Mhm.
you're like, well, I know I don't have to get close. I've just got to get the right angle.
Yeah.
So you sort of like just really quickly just drop out of the tree and sprint sideways. You
Mhm.
just like hoof it down, duck across the road, and you're just like sprinting across the paddock, just to try and like get a spot where you can see. And you can see.
I was going to say, it doesn't matter if I don't need to sprint necessarily. I'd like to keep a low profile. But yeah, anyway, I just want to know if to get around to see if the car has been found.
Yeah.
Because that was Angus's car, wasn't it?
Yes, and sure enough, you can sort of see that there's some bushes on it, and
Yeah.
that some of the bush has been pulled away, and you can see the other security guard. He's like looking at the gate, and he's sort of like peering around. But you can kind of see from here the gate appears closed.
Okay. And what's around? Yeah. No, none of that, Rob. What's around him? Like, is there a chance for could there be a chance for a sort of stealth Metal Gear style approach?
Cardboard box.
No cardboard boxes. Just like using cover or Assassin's Creed style sort of thing.
Run along the wall and jump on
I just don't have a mental sense of like how dense the bush is or whatever, because they put sticks and shit all over the.
Yeah. And to be
You're
honest, it's kind of a bit scraggly here, but you've got enough. You think if you wanted to be really stealthy, you can make a roll and be pretty good at it. At the moment, you're pretty confident just because of range. You're stealthy, because you can see they're not like looking with binoculars or anything. Obviously you don't know what they might have telescopic vision, but you're like, I'm pretty sure I'm alright, because you're like kind of crouched down looking through bushes and trees, and then you pop up and you so you're fairly confident you're obscured, and you haven't seen that
right
front
now.
guy come out. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So maybe I'll just post up here behind cover here, and just keep an eye on him for now. I
Yep.
think.
You kind of like look for something a bit better, and you find like a little tree, and you kind of cram up in on it,
Mhm.
on the opposite side, and you're like just watching him.
Yeah.
And you can see that he's got an earpiece in.
Mhm.
Sort of as he's moving around, you can see he's got an earpiece in, and he appears to be talking, but you're not looking front on, so you're kind of having real trouble trying to figure out anything.
Mhm. I'll still give it a crack. A bit of lip reading a crack, or is it just like impossible sort of thing?
Yeah, it's pretty hard.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I will. Jimmy, voice the text.
Go.
The car is compromised. Repeat. The car is compromised. Security guard has discovered the vehicle from Jinrai, and the recipients can be the whole crew.
So everybody gets a little bling, and you sort of check your phones, click the voicemail.
Hang on. Pause. And then I'll let the guys know. I just texted them. So
That's right. You just texted them. Yep. So everybody gets this sort of voicemail.
Are we back live?
Yeah, we are.
Right.
In the
recording. Sorry, Byron.
Well done. In the dulcet tones, in the sporadic tones, in the poor impersonation of James T. Kirk.
I would love to believe, that it is just actually a very crappy download that Jin's got on his phone.
Nah, it's a real one. It's an expensive one. I spent money.
Yeah, right. If anything, it was Tonic spent money.
Exactly.
I know you're kind. That the car has been compromised, and that there's a security guard out the side looking at the gate.
Hear Relay starting to hyperventilate. That's the only way you can tell where she is.
Yeah, everybody just says.
Love it.
This is why I stay home.
That's what I do. I just keep eyes on the guard, see what he does. Make sure he's not going to try and like harm the vehicle or anything.
Yeah, no, he's sort of like he's doing something. He's looking over at the gate and looking around a little bit, and then he sort of like walks off down gets back in his buggy, and continues off down to the end, and you can see him like sort of like looking around the corner.
Looking for the owners? Is that what he's doing?
Well, yeah, clearly he's looking for something. He's found a car, but he can't see people, so 2 and 2.
Yeah. I'll voice the text. You guys get your asses out here and make it look like you, I don't know, just appear out of the bushes doing some sort of cult activity or something. All right, quick, pronto, quick.
Where's the virgin?
I'm not going to pop out of the bushes at that location. And I'm not heading back to the car. You guys have fun. Relay's hopping the fence here.
Where's here?
Well, the garage is closer to the north side of the compound. The gate was on the south
side. Yeah.
Are we just jumping into someone else's yard, though?
I don't know. I did explain the layout.
That was weeks ago, motherfucker.
No, you remember that there's nothing around it. It's all just like
You have a whole block.
unmaintained scrubland now.
The only thing I'm going to do before I hop that fence is
cool.
look for cameras while I'm on the side that the cameras aren't looking at, so I can just take them off.
Say that again, sorry, Runner.
So before I jump the fence, because Relay is a paranoiac, she's going to look for cameras along the fence because
Yep.
they'll be facing outside.
Yeah. Make a
Well, they better be facing outside, otherwise
security
Relay's gonna...
tech perception. Give you a bonus, whatever's clever.
Perception.
Yep. So
The
got the wrong
cameras.
tab open. Perception. Yep. So that paranoid part of your brain clicks in, and you instinctively go into survival mode and check. You remember that you've already passed several security cameras. There was one at the gate when you all jumped up and over.
Yeah, I threw a rock at that one.
There
Yes.
were, yep, you threw the rock at that one. You remember that there were a couple in the house as you walked past.
That we dodged. Yep.
Now that you think about it, there's some in the garage, and you're like, look along the fences. Sorry, excuse me. And you can sort of periodically see light posts. And then it sort of, as you squint and look again, there's like these domes.
Scrub the footage now.
Eyes everywhere.
I turn around and go back into the garage.
Yep.
Oh, which wall were you at? Top one?
Yeah, I walked out, looked around in my paranoid survival mode, went, oh fuck, and came back in.
Yep.
Dante?
Oh, yeah. Can you help me find Benny? Oh, I'm having...
Echoing through the garage.
He's having fun and I can't quite catch him. Oh. Oh, yeah.
What's the chances
Hmm?
of, with your tech skills, you make it so that this building will never work again? Not with a grenade.
Oh, I was going to say, like, as a building or as something else?
Because the cameras in this building should be connected to the node in this building, yeah?
I mean, it's likely.
No, sorry, that was an outside. I'm not sure if Dante knows what I'm talking about there, but good luck, Dante.
I know a little bit about security tech, but I just don't know about the programming side of things.
I'm gonna try and go back into the node.
So make another. Well,
Dante's
actually,
going to see if he can make a
Sorry.
makeshift EMP.
what did you get then?
7, so all up at 12.
Yeah, make a tech roll. What would that be? I don't know. Demolitions. Make a demolitions roll.
Me.
So no, Dante.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
So you jump back into the system, and you put your goggles on, and yep, instantly sort of like all these sort of like digital lines start to form and fall around you, and this sort of like image whoop pops up again, and this time you realise that it's not just a static image, but it's a lock. And you sort of touch the image, and a cursor sort of flicks into life, and these 4 dashes appear.
Oh, I'm gonna download this. I just copy and paste it all onto my hard drive.
It's
Thumbstick,
locked.
whatever.
You can't just copy.
Like,
No,
it's a
I can't
password.
just take the whole system and just...
Not.
Okay.
You need
I was-
something bigger to copy an entire.
I was just
System.
wondering, like, the thing I got from TEF.
Oh yeah, I'm well aware, but that was like To
Yeah,
copy
yeah,
a
yeah.
system, you need a good computer with time.
Okie dokie. All good. In that case, I guess I need to try and get through that password.
Yep.
Diddy.
What'd you get?
I'll put a luck on that, so it's 15.
Yep. So you pound your way into the password as brutally efficiently as you can. Like, you just smash into it and start
Angus isn't
running.
helping. 2 minutes, by the way.
Oh, yep, good point. And it pops up with a number after it sort of like scrolls through, and you're just like forcing data into it, and it pops up with 1876, and the image just sort of like flashes, almost like a camera flash, and disappears, and the system lets you in.
What's in the system now?
So now you can see the lines start to glow out of this point, and it's almost like, as you look, it's like leading to the terminal. You can see a faint line that leads down into the car pit. You can see lines going to the cameras, the light systems, the air conditioning.
I don't like the cameras. Immediately, I try and get rid of the cameras.
Yep. All right. Do a scrub and erase. Dante, you look around the room. You look for parts. You look at what you've got on you, and there's no way you can make an EMP.
Oh, I was going to say, Dante walks over to the relay and goes, "You give me about an hour and 45 minutes. I think I can make you an EMP."
Is that Dante?
Yes, hour and 45 to whip an EMP up. The magics of technology. What did you roll, runner, for your... Did we do that bit? Sorry.
Yeah, I'd rolled a 14. No, sorry, I need to do another. Oh, because I was double checking what my skills were, whether I had any bonuses.
Ah, yep.
13.
Yeah, look, you begin to start scrubbing everything you can find.
Actually, you know what? I'll chuck 2 luck on that as well, because
Yep.
paranoia!
You scrub everything you can find, or you set it going, and are confident that you've set the task running. It seems like there's a lot on, like almost like the cameras have been recording quietly in the background, like passively.
Oh god, oh god, oh god!
But, you know, could be anything, everything. So you've just like started it going, and you're like, let's just work backwards.
Yeah. So, you know, just the past, let's say, 4 hours, just so I can be extra sure.
Yeah.
And you know, like bits.
Yep, and you're pretty confident. Version, I will get you to roll a perception check, please.
Okay.
All right.
13.
So you're sort of like standing there, like wondering what all the hullabaloo is about, and you can see Version's like frantically waving her arms up there with her goggles on. You're thinking, "Gee, she looks funny." Ha 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 ha. And you turn over, and Dante's just like looking at all this stuff on the garage benches, and you're sort of, you know, you're standing sort of near the doorway, and you sort of hear a noise, and you sort of like just turn and glance out, and you swear you can hear sort of noise coming from outside the door. Like where you're looking, like you can't really see anything. Like you just glance and you don't see anything, but you can hear. You swear you can hear something.
Hey, shh, shh.
Kind of
Get the
noise.
attention.
Yeah, you get Dante's attention really easy, and not Relay's
I'm
not
trying
really
to
making
build
any
this-
noise.
I'm trying to make an electromagnetic here.
Shh, shh. Something outside.
Where's Benny?
Echoes throughout the garage every now and again. Just this faint little.
That's amazing. They're like some dude like sneaks out, just walk. You see the boot like right in front of him.
What the?
So Benny is our new. We totally didn't break into this house. It was just a chicken.
Yeah.
What'd you hear?
No, my chicken ran off.
Yeah.
Came to find him.
So what kind of sound are we talking about? What'd you hear?
I think there's somebody outside. I think there's somebody outside. I can't tell how loud this is.
No, you're good.
Okay,
That's
good.
good.
You're good.
Yeah, my headphones for some reason don't actually give me audio. Yeah, I hear something outside. I don't know.
Should I do something Dante-ish? I wasn't thinking that actually. No, I didn't think of that first. No.
Jinrai, you are standing as you see a massive explosion coming from the backyard of thing, and you're like, "I'm glad my bike's just there."
I'm looking for how far it is away.
Got my case.
So I take that as a
bike.
yes.
You do you.
All right. Dante cocks his gun and just through the hole, cuts the line through the wall, like
Fucking what?
unloads a whole clip.
All right, so that happened. So version, your eyes just
Sebastian's
sort of like
there.
go wide
Oh,
as
sir.
yeah.
I was allowed back on the
Come to
grounds.
rescue the day.
Do a 3-second listen first to see if I can pinpoint him. But yeah.
Yeah,
then-
you didn't even stop to 3 seconds. You just like racked and just brap. Inversion, you're like, woo, and sort of like duck to the side. Relay, you jump as this sort of extra sensory just bombards you as the sound of machine gun fire echoes in this chamber that you just weren't ready for, and you poo your pants a little bit. Jinrai, as you're like, yep, he's not come back. I can't see that. That was gunfire.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
And you don't know where or why, you just heard gunfire.
Now we're just listening for more footsteps.
Is everything okay, guys?
Make a perception check, Jinrai.
Yeah, I think I got him.
Beautiful. So as you quickly like stick your finger in your ear just so you can hear that bit better, and you say whatever you just said, is everything already all right? You hear a noise and you like spin around behind you, and you can see barreling up the road is a black unmarked sedan with tinted windows, and it is, I don't want to say fangin' or flat knackers,
Flat knackers.
but it is up there, and that is where we'll leave it there.
Oh, we didn't leave the room. Fuck.
You almost left the room, and then you all came back into the room.
Yeah, I was gonna say you went out and you went back in.
Yep. All right, everybody, whisper me some spunkspirations, and we'll see how that plays out. I hope that somebody very special has enjoyed this episode, not Rob. Spread the love. Tell everybody. More subscribers mean more yays for us. I don't know where I was going with that. It's almost
I want
Christmas.
some emotional validation.
Hopefully we'll be back to a normal routine now. Until then, like, subscribe, say that one more time. Share love. Tune in next week. Have fun. Take care. Be well. Peace.
Bye.
See you later, Byron.
Saturday?
Bye, Byron.
Saturday?
Bye, Byron.
No.
I only do it when I want to.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's pretty good to stand on. No.
Oh, that fucking cracked me
Stay. I got hashtag
I enjoy every minute of it.
Well, no, we fixed things. We did find some things. Yeah.
We found out some good information.
Pay attention, Rob.
Fuck's sake.
Dude, you must have put some effort into that little thing. Anyway,
Version of anything. Outside. Wait, hey, crazy man. There's a man outside. Okay.
After this is all over, like, Version's just gonna get a tattoo across his chest. No regrets.
Such as Dante.
No regrets.